Hello and welcome to Slade Streams, the show where your host Slade decides to talk about video games today. I'm with my pal, Ham Crew pal, Maury, aka Medicinal Dog on Twitch.tv. How you doing today? Fantastic. We have the best quality content here on Twitch.tv, and we're not afraid to show it. We are the most interactive Twitch and group regarding Black Squad. If you haven't played, it's a free first-person shooter. It's fantastic. It's still pretty new, but it's pretty great. So we're getting right into the news with the Q&A time. I'm sorry, I just destroyed my entire fan base with that comment. Today's topic of discussion is Super Nintendo. Good games, good graphics, good times. So, what's your initial story with the Super Nintendo, Maury?
I never had one as a kid, but I found one in Goodwill once and I bought it.
How recently was this?
When I was 18, so like 5 years ago.
Right on. What kind of games did you have for it?
It had, jeez, what the fuck, that nerd, Larry the Loser or whatever it
Oh
was?
yeah, Larry the Loser. I never played it when I was younger, but yeah, I tried playing it, couldn't.
That game was ass.
Yeah, I remember when I was out in the middle of the ocean, I downloaded like 800 something like Super Nintendo ROMs on my phone and decided to sit down in the toilet and load up the emulator. Yeah. It wasn't a long poop break, so I just decided to shut that shit down. But yeah, let's see here. Pass by to say I am streaming Scrap Mechanic now. Oh, excellent, Trollogix. Excellent. Right now we're just doing a game show, so yay, I'm streaming too. I'm so happy. So, regarding the Super Nintendo, what was your first, wow, what is the word? The first impression of it when you started playing?
I thought it was fucking awesome. I loved it. I was like, holy shit. Who knew 16 bits could be... I grew up with the Nintendo 64, and I was like, you know, even when I was a kid, I was like, fucking polygons, you know, they're cool, but, you know, eh. And then the fucking SNES, I was like, oh, it's so much better.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo was probably the most played console from me out of every single console I've owned, because I know my family has had a long line of just like every single Nintendo console, and we didn't have a lot of money, but still able to scrounge up that Nintendo because my family knew that I loved my video games, and hell, even my dad liked playing some video games too, so he loved the shit out of Mario Kart. Oof, when that shit came out on Nintendo 64, man, it was played all the time. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of AAA games growing up on the Super Nintendo. I usually had some of the off-brand ones, and Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was actually my first Final Fantasy, and that's what got me into the series, even though it's acclaimed to be the worst Final Fantasy of all time. Have you ever played it?
No, but yeah, that's what most people say. I think Soup likes it.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, we moved into this new like apartment complex or whatever, and yeah, I forgot when we moved exactly, but anyways, first thing I did was set up the TV, set up the Super Nintendo, and just played Mystic Quest. I just sat down and played through the entire thing, and this isn't a short game. This is probably a good like 8 or 12 hours, maybe even more, of just straight gameplay, and I don't even know if I got away from that TV screen. I just played through the whole thing. I don't know what compelled me to do it either. I just did. Actually, I think I might know, but it's a little darker. Family moved a lot when I was younger, and didn't really like moving. I still hate moving to this day. I hate the fact that you gotta pack shit up and then move somewhere and then unpack it. It's just a big hassle. I don't like it, but that's why I don't carry a lot of shit. That's one reason why I'm glad that I joined the Navy in one point in my life, because I just got rid of most of my shit. Even when I got out of the Navy and I moved again, I got rid of about like 70% of my shit that I just didn't need. Just the important stuff like electronics. So I guess it was just a way of me escaping from that reality. By the way, the music that's playing right now is Super Castlevania 4, the cellar music. So if you playing in the cellar, you're gonna listen to this music. This game has a great soundtrack. It's another thing we should talk about sometime.
Castlevania 4 was one of the best Castlevanias. That
Oh,
was a
yeah.
SNES game.
That was the first Castlevania that I ever played, and oh man, it was difficult. But I liked it. I don't know if I ever finished it though. I want to say that I did, but I'm not entirely sure. I had a bad habit of just skipping through games, so sometimes if I really liked a game, I would sit down and actually complete it. But I was one of the, I think I blame that habit because of Blockbuster. Because
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, back in the day you could rent it for like, I think it's 5 days or something like that. So, hey, Pugga Games 04, thanks for the follow. We're talking about SNES games right now. Mom Spaghetti, Pugga Games 04 says, Pugga Games. Pugga Games. I like how that rolls off the tongue. I like that a lot. Anyways, I totally lost my train of thought. But anyways, yeah, Blockbuster. Back in the day when Blockbuster actually existed, that was really the only way that you could get video games. What happens is that you'd pop inside, and you'd go down the SNES aisle, and you'd just see just an entire aisle on both sides, just a ton of Super Nintendo games. And sometimes there'd be little gaps inside of them, but behind them there's a label on the shelf that'd say what got rented out. So I remember we had a deal or something, and we were able to like rent them for really cheap, but it was really cool being able to go out and about and go get that. No, Blockbuster was not only for movies, it was for games for the longest time. Same with Hollywood and Blockbuster. Yeah, for VHS tapes, for movies,
Betamax.
Yeah, Betamax. Even at one point in time, they started renting out consoles. Like when the first Xbox came out, like around that time frame, that's when they actually started renting consoles. It was rare because it was expensive and you had to fill out some paperwork. But I never did it, but I knew a few guys that did. Song that's playing right now is the Dracula battle from Super Castlevania 4. So, good stuff, good times. I'm just gonna be playing Super Nintendo music. But yeah, thanks again for the follow. Blockbuster had a lot, and I remember for a while we didn't have a Blockbuster after we moved again. We only had a Hollywood Video, and I remember going out and about and renting a lot of N64 games as well. I remember once that, kind of straying off topic, but I rented the Donkey Kong 64 game, and I knew that I needed that expansion pack, but I rented it anyways, and as soon as I got home and I put in my N64, I immediately got the screen that says, you need an expansion pack. I did not expand my dong that day. Do you think you're going to play a Nintendo game on stream someday? Oh, of course, definitely. I already have Earthbound set up. I want to play through... If I could find someone else to play Goof Troop with, I played that a lot as a kid. Those are another one. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. There's a lot of good games out there, both for solo and for co-op. But yeah, definitely. 97% of those follows. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll play Goof Troop with you, fuck it.
Oh yeah, it's simple, but it's fun. Like, Goof Troop and both Zombies Ate My Neighbors are about the same thing. They're top-down. Goof Troop's more of a puzzler, and the other one, you have to kill, like, zombies and all sorts of monsters, so... Yeah, yeah, Blockbuster and Hollywood. I know that Hollywood, I remember that more distinctly because I was a little older, but, they had all sorts of, like, candies and stuff, and they had a ton of movies. And then DVDs came out, they sold those too. But usually for the longest time, even though DVDs were the standard, they still had VHSs because some people would still rent it out, so. But, it was good stuff. I really enjoyed it, but, yeah, earlier in the stream during the Q&A, there was a question dropped, my medicinal dog. Wow, I cannot speak tonight. What is your favorite Super Nintendo game? And I think that's a broad question, but what is your favorite game, Medicinal Dog?
On SNES?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, too broad. I think RPG would be Earthbound. I think racing game would be F-Zero. I really liked Super Castlevania 4. I guess that'd be Adventure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see.
fucking platformers, Super Mario World.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a classic. I mean, that's actually one that I attempted speedrunning and got pretty decent at for a while, and I just decided to stop because everybody and their mother tries that, but there's some good tricks and glitches in that game. Let's see. I don't know. There's a lot of different genres, and there's a lot of great Super Nintendo games. I'm gonna Google real quick just to see what the best SNES games are, and I want to hear your opinion on that. So, the number one, according to Google, is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. What do you think about that? Do you think that deserves number one?
No, I feel like it is a good game, but I feel like it's so overhyped. Like, even some of these chump asses today in the top 10s are like, oh yeah, Link to the Past is still number one. It's like, shut the fuck up.
And why do you think that?
Well, it's just overhyped. Like, all of the top speedruns that people watch, Link to the Past, every, like, Let's Play that started back in the day when they first started Let's Plays was Link to the Past.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
It's just overhyped and overdone. I'm done with Link to the Past. I like Zelda, but I just can't. No.
Yeah, the community just sort of shit on it. Yeah, I would say it's one of my favorites. I don't know. I played through it once, played through it twice, and then stopped for a while. I remember on the 3DS they actually re-released it on oh, what was it? 3DS. That's it, 3DS. They released it on the 3DS, but it wasn't the same game. It was a little different. It was but you go flat against the wall. What game is that?
It's not Dark Towers.
I'll
Dark something.
Yeah, Dark something. I'll get to your question in just a second, Pugga Gamers. Shoot, I'll drop it now. Hey Slade, what is your most favorite console game, and what's your favorite console? And they say, I need to animate this stream. This is actually pretty funny. I'm glad you think so. Hey Slade, what is your most favorite console game, and what is your favorite console? Too broad. I mean, there's a lot of consoles I've played on, and each one has their strengths and weaknesses. But I can't really drop it. Like, maybe if you're like, okay, well, what's your favorite PS4 game? What's your favorite blah, maybe. But I think the SNES is probably one of my favorite consoles, but favorite oh shoot. We have a surprise guest here. Hello, Soup. You're live on Slade Streams, the #1 gaming show on Twitch. Not really, but maybe one day. Oh my goodness, is that Sazz?
I told you, homies.
Homies indeed. We are currently listening to...
Hello.
We're currently listening to Soup and Sazz right now, and also the music in the background is Terra's theme from Final Fantasy VI. We're having a Q&A with SNES-themed topics. What is your guys' favorite SNES game? Just hit me with it hard.
Probably Yeast, Alpha Fulgana. Is that what it's called in French?
Oh yeah,
It was originally a
that...
Yeast game.
Yeah. You used to play the hard version, the one where you kicked your ass.
Oh yeah.
What game is this?
Dark Souls.
Yeast.
It was a JRPG.
It's
Really?
literally YS, but you pronounce it yeast.
I've never heard of it.
It's really hard. Oh, it's really good.
Could you say it's harder than Dark Souls?
That's another thing. Why the hell are people need to stop comparing difficult games with Dark Souls and saying like it's Dark Souls?
Nothing else, because it was a game that was different than any game that anyone else had ever known. So it's just like, everything is Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's definitely a buzzword. I was
fell
about to
over
drop
and
that.
got hit by a bus. It's just like Dark Souls.
Crash Bandicoot is the new Dark Souls. Yeah, I was about to drop that, Pugga.
I fell over and cracked my dick. It's just like Dark Souls.
Cracked your dick.
Cracked your dick. 10 out of 10.
And I cracked my dick. And I cracked my dick.
We're actually talking about the top 10 lists and seeing if we agree or disagree with it. Apparently the top 10 list for for SNES games, the number 1 is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Do you agree with that or
Okay.
disagree?
I really like Link to the Past. I think it deserves a high spot, but it's not personally.
number 1.
Not my top 10, no.
Yeah,
Not my
okay.
top number 1.
That's understandable.
Top 5 at the most, really.
Yeah.
By the way, I still need to fix Nightbot. I was in the middle of it. So I apologize if you guys are getting silenced, because Nightbot is being mean. Oh my goodness.
Is it?
Your Nightbot's an asshole tonight.
Yeah, it's completely true. Okay, while I'm
Is it
fixing
just
that up.
silencing people?
Yeah, it's silencing people just for like caps and dropping links. Okay, number 2 on the list is Super Mario World. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
I don't like. It would be top 5, but I don't think it's number 2.
What do you think is number 2?
I don't know. I have to think about that.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of
we all
games
know
out
Sazz's-
there.
We all know Sazz's top 5. All of them are Ys until number 5, which is Doom.
You can't go wrong with Doom, though. Doom's a classic.
Well, Doom on the SNES was kind of bad, though, wasn't
Oh,
it?
it
It was.
was bad.
It was
Oh
awful.
my goodness.
It was atrocious.
I mean,
Fucking console.
it was a bad port. Oof.
Oh yeah. I don't think any port of Doom 2 has been good.
Wasn't the music literally just like a bunch of fart noises? It was just like...
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
literally just disabled all the spam protection on Nightbot, so you guys are good to go. If you spam
Have
too much,
fun.
I'll tell you to cut it out, but you guys should be good. Alright, number 3 on the list is Super Mario Kart. Yay or nay?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think it's. I could
That's
see it
not a-
being. No.
Like, maybe back in the day, sure, because, you know, you didn't have internet, but, like, now? Fuck no. I don't know, maybe not even back then. I don't know many people who are like, oh, fucking, I want to
Mm-mm.
come over and I want to play Super Mario Kart.
Respectively disagree.
Yeah.
I think
Understandable.
it earned its spot
What?
because it pioneered multiplayer games for that time period. You didn't have
Okay.
shit that could be multiplayer back then.
That's
Okay.
true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when that shit came out, and I could, like, play with my cousin. We were like, wow, holy shit. This is awesome.
You still talking about Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can agree.
We can race against each other. We can do the battle mode thingy they have. It was great. It was great. For its time, it's a magnifique. And really, if you look at the recipe now, it hasn't changed. That's
Yeah, like Mario Kart 8 on the Switch is doing fantastically. I think Mario Kart's only gone up because, you know,
Oh, yeah.
online
Yeah,
play.
like, you can't. The recipe has barely changed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They even have
Okay.
Super Mario Kart in the arcade now, and it performs wonderfully.
Oh yeah, we played it. It was fun.
It was
Oh, yeah.
fucking sick.
I could definitely dump like $10 an hour into that game, maybe even more. But they did a good
Super-
job.
Super Knight destroyed the Luigi's Mansion game that was there off topic, but that was fun as fuck.
Oh, I
Says
haven't
couldn't
seen it
find
yet.
us for like
Yeah, because they were in a side of fucking arcade machine. It's like one of those. The hood, like the ones with the fucking cover on them.
Yeah.
It's like fuck. Oh, fuck is everybody? What the fuck?
Also, no phone signal in the building.
Yeah,
well,
so it was...
I couldn't hear mine because that thing was surround sound and turned up to like 1 billion,
Was it spooky?
and the whole thing rumbled. So you know, can't feel your phone vibrating if the whole
Everything's
fucking
rumbling.
thing moves. Yeah.
Well, I can agree that Super Mario Kart's good. I'm not sure if I could put it number 3 on the tier list, but when it came to multiplayer and there's someone over, that was definitely one of the games that we grabbed. Some other examples would
Oh,
probably
definitely.
would be like we played the ever living hell out of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I pretty much every single game.
My neighbors.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, fucking. Well, quotes that fucking. We're fucking well talking about that game to me.
Oh yeah, I know everything about that game. But we should probably move on before I keep talking
Yes.
every night. Okay, number 4 is Donkey Kong Country, the first
I
one.
agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah. mhm.
Yes.
All
Definitely.
right.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That
But-
should take
Okay.
number 2 for me.
What was that?
That should take number 2 for me.
All right. Yeah, for the time, Donkey
was
Kong Country
fucking-
was on top.
Amazing.
Yeah,
so
3D
good.
graphics. I mean, a great soundtrack. I mean, it just paved the path to 2 and 3 and the sequels. Can't go wrong. I mean, if it wasn't for
Oh.
this game, you wouldn't have GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, or Donkey Kong 64. So, pseudo 3D
it's because
graphics.
That's set Rare off.
Oh
That's
yeah.
when Rare popped. That's
Yep.
when they
Yeah.
popped them up
I miss Rare.
and made a whole nation of third.
Between them
Alright.
and Disney,
No.
goddammit.
Oh yeah.
Alright, number 5 is Super Metroid.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
think Super Metroid should be high.
Higher on the list, you
Yeah.
say?
It should be higher.
Mhm.
Alright.
It
Definitely.
defined a genre. The game was so polished for an SNES title, and you could literally the replay value was off the charts.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
It's probably the first game of its kind when it first came out for me, at least, that I played. Like, I made that instinctful decision as a child. I want to play this again and get more stuff.
You know it's a good game because physical copies, like just the physical copy, just the fucking cartridge is over $190. If you want one with a box, forget about it. No one is selling their cartridges. You can probably collect most of the library, but that game, you're fucked.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it was a great game. I loved it. They still
was
have
fucking
ports
amazing.
for every single Nintendo console, and they're still making
yeah.
money off of it nowadays with the
Mhm.
what's it called, Virtual Console?
Virtual console.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think, like, every successful 2D Metroid game after Super Metroid, I don't think I have ever hated. I drew all.
You liked Fusion though, right?
Fusion was amazing.
Fusion was
Right.
a beast. I loved Fusion.
That blew my balls off when I had a GBA. Like, holy fuck.
All right. Coming up next at number 6 is Chrono Trigger. Yay or nay?
Nay. I say no.
Mm,
I give that 2 thumbs down.
Chrono Trigger was one of my favorite RPGs. Like,
You're a little quiet, Soup. Are you good?
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit.
Chrono Trigger was
Oh, much better.
just for the art, the story, everything about it. Like, really, if you haven't sat down and played Chrono Trigger from start to finish, do yourself something. Play this game.
So here's my question: what do you think about Chrono Cross?
Chrono Cross, also loved it. I loved the soundtrack. The story was good. It was a bit more of what I expected from a sequel. Like, if there's ever been a sequel that's Ultimate Dimension related, that did it right. As a kid, like, it's just one of, like, not even banking off the nostalgia factor. I could pick up Chrono Cross or even Chrono Trigger right now and still genuinely enjoy the game. That to me brings about what a game needs to be on, a top 10 list, especially for an older console like the SNES.
Yeah, Square got their big kickoff from a lot of those early titles like Chrono Trigger and 6 and they did one other one, didn't
Like, I'm a huge JRPG fanboy, no doubt. I played every single Final Fantasy, everything like that. But Chrono Trigger is definitely one of those more vintage RPGs on the roller system that I definitely say have to be. I've never been so attached to RPG characters until like Magus, Frog, fucking.
they? Frog.
I don't remember ever being really truly sad in an RPG till then.
Excuse me, what about Eric's dad?
Chrono Trigger before that.
Welp,
But what about Eric's dad?
what a meme.
Fuck, yeah.
What a meme. All right, coming up to number 7, another RPG. We got Super Mario RPG: Legend of the Seven Stars. Yay or nay?
That's the other one I was thinking of. Yeah, I can't either.
As much as I really did enjoy that game, like legitimately, I don't think I would place it that high.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'm sure. I could probably see maybe because of graphically it was really strong, but I found myself there's a lot of problems. Just how the camera was positioned. Even like nowadays, you could play it again, and then like you'd get lost just because of the camera angles, and then like there's just a lot of that happening to the point where it can happen a couple times in a video game, and you're like, okay, sure, fine, but now it gets to a point where it's like, this is disrupting my enjoyment of this game. This is making it not fun. I mean, it doesn't do anything that any other RPG didn't really do. It did I like the fact that, it's Nintendo characters, it's a different plot twist, tag your spoilers or whatever, but, you get to use Bowser as a character, so that's pretty cool, but, like, other than that kind of stuff, and, like, maybe, like, the boss that's an homage to Final Fantasy. I didn't really see much wanting to go back to it. It just overall felt really slow and clunky, especially with the period it was released, when you'd find games that are a lot more fluid, just flowed a lot better.
Wasn't that also Nintendo being like limiting Square?
Yeah.
Because I know it was a Squaresoft game, but Nintendo also was like, no, we don't like this. Don't do it like this. Do it this way.
Oh, yeah. Legit. Nintendo held Square by the balls throughout the whole production. And it has like Kingdom Hearts syndrome, if you want to compare it to something that's now modern. They wanted to keep it more to what they know, to what Nintendo is, as comparison to what Square wanted to do at the time. More action, more edge, blah blah blah. But they wanted to keep it Nintendo. They wanted to keep it PG. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff.
So, a follower asks, "Hey guys, what do you think about the new Mario/Rabbids and Rabbids game?" You're quiet again, Soup.
Ah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear now.
In my opinion, I just like, in terms of what they want to be as a company, Nintendo for their exclusive titles, like Mario, what they're doing with Mario, stuff like that. I think it's a pretty good direction. It's what kids would like. It's something you could play with your kids, your nieces, your nephews. You don't have to worry about a dip slipping out at any point. And I mean, like, they do have that dry, coarse sexual humor that older people could appreciate, like, the rabbit that's dressed, rabbit's dressed like Peach, and fucking, like, you can even look at other titles. Yeah, you can look at other titles that that Nintendo has done under the Mario franchise, like last what was it, Paper Mario?
Sticker Star?
It's not Thousand Year Door. It's the one after it.
The Wii one.
Shoot, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Speaking of that game in general, it had. If you're compare, like, if I was playing when I was 10, I'd get the ha-has out of, like, the freaking little jokes they had and was not, but, like, if you paid attention to some of the jokes that they made and that game is pretty adult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Nintendo's good at doing that. It's like, it's pretty much kid safe, but if you're an adult, yeah, I can get some chuckles out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And as aforementioned, it's something that you can play with people that are younger in your life and still have a good time with. They've managed to keep the ha-has and the spirit of what a Nintendo game is in their new Mario titles.
Super Paper Mario was that title.
Huh, that's simple, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
let's
me,
look at
I
that.
think the Mario Rabbids game, I think it's good because I feel like a lot of I know they're trying to go for kids stuff, and I think it's actually a really good kids game because, like Soup said, it's very surface level child. You can sit down with any age and everybody will like it. But like Arms is, I don't know if Arms is T or E or whatever, but that's kind of violent, and I can see a white mom being like, well, little Billy Shaniqua can't play this because they punch each other, and you can't. I see the same problem with Splatoon. Like, they have guns. This is supposed to be a kids game. Why do they have guns? Can I see the manager? Like, but I feel like with Mario Rabbids, like the worst they have are yo-yos and Mega Man blasters. It's like, it's cute. I think it's fun if you just sit down and play it and not give a shit. I think it's fun. I think you'll have a good time. I think it's a good title.
Well, it's really. I honestly think the Switch is a hit or a miss right now. Like, it's really just so underbalanced. Like, not in just the games, just the hardware itself. Like, design-wise, I don't think it's really good for kids. I think it's really too big for a normal child, and also like, you got things like low battery life that matters to kids and adults. The game selection, it's like you're talking about Arms. I don't think Arms is that great of a game at all. I mean, it tries to pass itself off as like this weird fighter.
Well, I didn't mean like actually playing it. I just mean like the parent that I see that I worked retail, so they came in. I see the parent coming in, looking at them punching each other in the face and being like, "This is a kid's game, not for Billy." But if they see Mario and Rabbids title where they're just goofing off on the front cover, they'll be like, I need like 5 of these. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I think
At
it'd
the
be.
same time.
I think it'd be good to differentiate, or at least clarify, the difference between violence and cartoon violence. With this new Rabbids game, or Mario and Rabbids, this is cartoon violence. If you've seen the trailers, you could see it's sort of like a XCOM-inspired sort of game where it's turn-based, and everything's all friendly. You got the Mario universe and everything where they are shooting each other with little Mega Man guns, but everything is very, I would say, kid-friendly. If I wanted someone to get into, if I had a kid and I saw this game, yeah, I would see that's Mario, but I would see that they have guns, and I'd be like, oh, this is interesting. I like guns in Mario, and then I might get interested into it too. I think it appeals to both the demographic of children and adults alike, and I think that's an alright thing.
I think that's what they want. I feel like they needed... For me personally, I feel like they needed this. They needed something that anybody could look at and say, alright, this seems interesting. Mario's got a gun on the front cover, and there's Peach and Rabbids. Why not? Let's try it.
Well, there's like other things to it too. It's like Mario, the Nintendo itself. They're trying so hard to stay relevant within the gaming community right now. We all know that a big proponent of sales for a lot of these video games is sex. Sex sells. And everybody's guilty of it. There's no innocence here. Every company has thrown sex appeal into their fucking shit. Like, look at Arms. Fucking...
That one bitch got a big ass.
Yeah.
And look at fucking
Bitch has a
Zelda.
big ass.
I'm gonna need confirmation on this.
Hold on, let me find a picture of her.
Zelda's thick as a bowl of oatmeal. It's crazy.
Yeah. He looks fucking hot in that Gerudo outfit, and all the Gerudo women walking around with their titties out and they're ripped. Oh god, my boner is just. Oh.
All right, all right.
And then people, but they want to still stay that family-friendly company, and they're just really struggling to find that balance. Because every time, because I guarantee when this game comes out, it's going to be critics going like, "Oh man, it was a mad game," blah blah blah. But like, and the same would be said if, like, say it was in some weird alternate reality, it was a titty game for whatever reason. But like, just statistically, how the gaming community works, if it was a titty game, sales would be astronomical, crazy.
Because I feel like not a lot of kids are getting games. I know, I don't have any numbers on this, but when I'm in like something like Target or Walmart, all the people at the game cases are over the age of like 15.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Very
I
rarely
can see
do I
that.
see an 8-year-old like, oh shit, there's Mario, give me that, mom. I see 15, 16-year-olds looking at Xbox, even the Switch stuff. They're just like, wow, I kind of want this, but it's not like 8-year-olds.
But like a big component of like raising your child now, just because of how it is, like, back in our day, how would you be up in front of the TV? Mom, dad be like, whatever, have fun. Today's easy go-to parenting method is tablets, iPads.
Yeah.
For those who've worked retail, you can see like an RCA tablet for like $20. That's
Yeah.
like a babysitter. You get Plants vs. Zombies or some shit on there. Your kid's amused for years. Like, holy shit.
Also, I'm posting
No,
the
yeah.
Arms character for you, William.
Oh boy.
There's just a lot of games that are just easy access online. Free games, free apps. This thing I watch an ad every now and then, but play the Angry Birds. Kids are amused for years.
Well,
Yeah. All
Nowadays-
that simple shit is just what they go for.
Yeah. Well, nowadays it's a lot different from where we were at, because nowadays everything is revolving around technology. The internet is literally everywhere. You have cell phones, which literally grants you access to do just about anything.
I look at titties on mine.
Oh yeah, if I was out somewhere and I have a signal, and let's just say, oh, I just want to look up these breasts here, and I just Google it real quick, and within seconds I have breasts. Back then, when you wanted to do your business, I mean, you'd turn on your TV and you'd hope to get lucky. Maybe your dad gave you a magazine. It's a lot different. But yeah, going back, because we're going off topic. Yeah, Pugga Gamers, real quick. I do agree that the rating system, it works. I would say it works. I mean, the raters do their job. Yeah, you'll see like mature ratings on things and then up and down. But yeah, you're always going to have that 8-year-old kid talking shit to you in a shooting game just because technology and games are so easy to access now. And there's still people who are not even... There's a lot of parents who aren't even aware of the fact of, like, video games exist. Usually a kid's just like, Mom, I want to play this game, give me some money. And they're like, okay. And suddenly you have these kids talking shit to you in Team Fortress or Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, you can literally make a free Steam account, get TF2, and you're in like maybe 2 hours, you're calling somebody the N-word and a little bitch on TF2, you know?
Yep, all you need is an internet connection, a semi-okay computer, because this game runs really well. I can run it on my fucking netbook from like 6 years ago. Confirmed. And literally all you need is an email, and an internet connection, and a computer. And then most computers have a mic. Yeah, most computers have a mic built in anyways, at least laptops do. So you just hit the V key, you scream loud enough, people are gonna hear you.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Are
man.
we doing NES Top 10?
We were. I was about to go back to that, but yeah. I had chatters popping in, so you know how I like to interact. We're the most interactive Twitch stream. We're listening to Top Gear OST. This is Las Vegas right now. We're gonna go back to our tier list, or our top 25. We're at number 8 right now. Mega Man X. I was just talking about this one. Yeah,
Higher. It needs to go up higher.
Mega Man X is a great game just all together. Music, gameplay, introductions, everything. I believe even Egoraptor did a video on this game, and it covers it pretty well.
It needs to be higher on the list. Number 8 is pathetic.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this from a standpoint of somebody, just hypothetically, that's never seen Egoraptor. But, you know, not going to go into the whole explanation of why yes is a huge bar for it. We all know why. It's a good game, yes. I agree with Maury's thing that it should be higher on the list. How high? It's up to you.
Is there any way you could speak up a little louder, Soup?
No, there is not.
Oh. Okay, you're just a bit quiet.
Yeah, I'm about to kiss my mic, William.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you might want to increase the gain on that, my dude. Anyways, I think Mega Man X is a fantastic game. And, oh boy, you guys are probably gonna love this next one. Number 9 on the top 25 SNES games of all time, according to Dorkly, is Star Fox, with a revolutionary Super FX microchip that creates special effects like never before.
Well...
Back in the day, this was
I think top 10 back in the day, sure. I don't think it should be number 9.
I'll be honest, the game made me throw up.
Whoa, man. You gotta tell us this story.
It just gave me really bad vertigo, and I played it. Like, when the parts where you had to do a fucking U-turn, I almost vommed. So, I did vom.
Oh, man. Were you just like sitting down playing SNES in front of your TV and you're like, yay, this is fun!
I just imagine little baby Soup with his Fu Manchu just being like, oh yeah, you fucking pussies in Super Star Fox. And then,
Pretty much. I really didn't get into Star Fox until the N64 age.
Yeah, Star
I
Fox
love Beat 64.
64 version's great with the multiple path lines, secret endings, different endings, all these sort of different characters. You could play through it like 5 times. Yeah, you could play through it 5 times, it'd be just fine, and then have your buddy come up and be like, dude, did you know you could do this at this level and get a different ending? And you're like, no way, dude!
Yeah, it's like, I played, like, I watched my brother play 1 and 2, and then I actually played 64. That's when I started really getting into the series itself.
Number 2 didn't release, though.
Not in NA.
True that, you got me there.
Soup's not an NA only, man.
Yeah, that's true, that's why he's so skilled.
But, personal opinion, I don't think so. Really, I feel like it was a more of a lackluster title. It's definitely one of those that get too much hype.
Yeah.
Alright.
Really, people were like, oh my god, you're dumb, you don't know what you're talking about. Go back, play the game right now.
That's what they're gonna say about, like, Link to the Past and Metroid fucking, Super Metroid, you know? Everyone's always gonna be like that. Like, no, you're fucking wrong, fuck you, fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's number 10?
Quick thing about Star Fox 2 is that, yeah, it never released in NA, but apparently people are saying it sucked and shit, and people didn't want to call it Star Fox. I don't know because I haven't played it, but oh my god. I like it. Well, I like the music from it, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the music's fine, but the game and the gameplay is like, oh,
yeah, but yeah, we're talking about Star Fox 2, but now we're going back to number 10 on this top 25 is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest.
Excuse me, you can't have 2 fucking Donkey Kong Country titles in the top 10. No,
Yeah, you
fuck this
can't.
list.
You can't do that.
Well,
Fuck
this
this list.
this is from Dorkly, so don't get your expectations so high.
Yeah, fuck you, Dorkly. Where's Earthbound, you cunts?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is Earthbound? If there's no Earthbound, then this is bullshit. Anyways, we know about Donkey Kong Country 2. It's like Donkey Kong Country 1, but a little bit better.
Better. Yeah, Diddy was so much better, and so was, what was her name, Trixie?
Dixie, I think.
Oh, Dixie, that's right. Diddy and Dixie.
Yeah. Alright,
Fuck
should
this list. Fucking fuck off.
Alrighty.
Final Fantasy's on the list.
So, apparently
So
what we
why
got
don't we
next is Final Fantasy 3. But it's Final Fantasy 6.
Is it, or is it 6?
Official title is Final Fantasy 6, but you know how they pull that shit with this SNES. So
That needs to be higher than 10.
yeah, it's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, to be honest. But I haven't played most of the modern ones because I'm a Final Fantasy.
It's difficult to say for me just because I'm a huge fanboy of that specific one because it's my favorite out of the whole series.
Yeah.
But really, if you want to break it down, fantastic story, good graphics, compelling villain that you really wanted to hate.
Fucking Kefka.
Yep.
And really
That sound clip of
polished.
him laughing spawned so many horrible, like, creepypastas.
Oh yeah.
Like, fucking the countless numbers of fucking fanfics I read of, like, oh, it's 2 a.m. and I could hear Kefka's laugh. I'm like, oh, okay, shut the fuck up.
I was jerking it, and when I climaxed, I just heard his laugh. Final Fantasy VI, also known as 3, also featured 14 playable characters and a level of storytelling head and shoulders above any seen in an RPG up to that point. I could agree with that. But
Love it.
Final Fantasy VI
higher.
is great. Next one is it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time. This is an arcade port, and it was
I
pretty
agree
well
with
done.
it. I agree with it being where it is on the list because I've played it. The arcade is obviously better, but for a port, it's really good.
Yep.
Just another
Solid.
beat 'em up game in my opinion, but I guess it is pretty low on the list though.
So bubby.
Well, you got to remember that back in the 90s, in that era, like everyone in arcades and Super Nintendos, beat 'em ups were extremely popular.
I know, but like,
Streets of Rage.
at the
fucking-
same time, it's a dime a dozen type genre.
I would say out of all of them, this is one of the top tier, but I'm not a big fan of beat 'em ups either. There's only a select few because there's just a ton of companies that just spawned worse ones, but that one was was pretty good, and the music on it was pretty great too. I'm a huge music buff, so. Speaking of fighting games, next one is number 13, Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yes. Should be higher.
Yeah, that needs to be higher.
That spawned competitive fighting gaming.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, and there's
I
people who still
remember-
play it today.
That
I remember going over to
spewed from
somebody's-
the womb of that game.
I remember going over to some kid's house after school, and he's all like, "Hey, you want to play Street Fighter?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And then he killed me, and then I punched him in the head.
Holy shit. Bringing the streets bringing the streets into the real world.
I straight up Hadoukened him in the mouth because fuck him.
Well, I guess that's the reason why everyone was kung fu fighting.
These kicks were fast as lightning.
Yeah, it was good. It was a great port. Fantastic. I think everyone's played Street Fighter 2 at one point or another. It's a hell of a lot better than Street Fighter 1, but we won't go into that. We're gonna go into number 14 on our list, which is... If, my internet browser doesn't take a shit. Probably should have saved it beforehand. Number 14, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's a cute game, and I think it was really fun, but eh.
It got to, especially when that game came out, platformers were just everywhere.
Yeah,
It's just
that
about
was
a Mario game.
That was like right at the end of the SNES life cycle, wasn't it?
No. I don't think it was. I think it was near the earlier, maybe middle. But I think it was a pretty good game. I loved it when I was a kid and finished it. And you good? Oh no.
Stop it. It's milk.
So we had something relatively inappropriate posted on Discord real quick that unfortunately we can't show on this stream, but just imagine something funny and something adult and you'll have a good time. All right, speaking of fighting games, Soup, Maury, Mortal Kombat 2 number 15, what do you think? You guys fans or more Street Fighter fans?
I want to get one thing straight.
Oh
I
boy.
am a huge Mortal Kombat fanboy. I am a diehard fan of the series. I was fan of the series to death.
He would suck.
2 was a piece of ass. A huge piece of ass. A huge, convoluted, cheating piece of shit.
So you don't like it?
I played it in the arcade. I have to agree with Soup. It was a bunch of shit.
The AI tracked your movement. That's
It
all
was-
there is to it.
It was a bunch of shit. It was literally like aimbots before they existed.
The only thing that I liked about it, besides, it being a Mortal Kombat title, like, I obviously liked it at the time because of that, but it had secrets. Like, it pioneered the secret stuff for Mortal Kombat.
Mhm.
Fighting Noob Saibot, Jade, all that cool shit.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like, the first Mortal Kombat had that too, with Reptile, but then 2 just went banana sandwiches with it. Like, but even then, I hated it because I just remember being frustrated with that. Like, this is before the internet, before you could look shit up on GameFAQs or Cheat Code Central, whatever you fucking used.
Cheat
They came
CC.
out.
You had to buy a fucking book for it, didn't you?
Yeah, even then.
Oh
Even then,
yeah.
it's so convoluted. Like, to fight. Let me bring this up.
Y'all don't get Soup started on Mortal Kombat. We'll be here all night.
So we'll go back to Mortal Kombat in just a moment, but we're gonna try and speed this up a little bit. Number 16 is Final Fantasy V.
No.
Yeah, I don't agree with this.
No.
Should I just move on?
Yeah.
Personal favorite. It's one of my top for Final Fantasy because I like the characters. Listen, nothing special about it.
All right. Well, luckily, the reason why I want to move on is because number 17 is the original Mortal Kombat. So take it away.
That needs to be higher.
That needs to be higher. Why?
Because it's good.
Because
One of the
it's good.
pioneers of video game violence.
Yeah, that was the game that, like, your mom saw you, like, rip a dude's head off and was like, ah, Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Yeah, that
This
is
where
true.
the PSRB rating came from.
Yeah, this Mortal Kombat was one of the bigger games, other than all the DOS games. But like on console and Super Nintendo, this is a very, very gory game. If you know Mortal Kombat, you know all about the fatalities and the blood and the gore and everything. And back in the day, that was kind of new, very new to see on console. So when this came out, it sparked a lot of anti-violence protests, especially video game related.
Yeah,
Whether it
didn't
be
Ed
console- I'm sorry.
Didn't Ed Boon get a lot of letters like, you can't make another one because, this shit's too violent and you're going to corrupt the youth and, you're breeding a violent culture. And he's
I
all
just
like,
got a boner from that.
yeah. He's just like, oh shit, really? All right, how about we do another one? And everyone's like, no, you can't do another one. He's like, so what if I do another one?
It's just one of those games that was just, it pioneered its type of genre, which was the violent video game. This led to things like Killer Instinct and fucking, just all those other bloody roar, all those bloodier fighting games. Ed Boon, he's the daddy. made this shit. Like, and you know, back then, you know, back to like what we were saying before the internet and everything. If you knew a fatality and you went to an arcade or a friend's house, you were the badass. You're the fucking badass.
If you
You're
were
the
old enough to
guy.
get your dick sucked, you would have gotten it sucked by every honey in a 50-mile radius.
Pretty
It's
much.
true. It's true. Well, we can all agree that Mortal Kombat's a pretty good game, but let's move on to number 18. This is one of my personal favorites. And Earthworm Jim.
Okay. I think that needs to be higher. I like
I
that.
agree.
That was one of the first, like, hard... I would call that my first hard platformer I ever played, because I remember playing it on one of those old as fuck Apple... You remember they had colors.
Yeah.
The plastic had colors, and it looked like kind of like an egg with a screen. I fucking remember playing Earthworm Jim on that shit at my uncle's house. He's like, yo, you want to see this game? I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking Earthworm Jim. My 10-year-old little body's shitty. Wow.
I will definitely say it's one of those underrated games, like a hidden jewel, if you will, in the freaking jump and shoot platform.
I couldn't agree more. I'm going to talk about this briefly, but I mean, just everything about it. This wasn't supposed to really become a game. This was just an idea, and the company just rolled with it. Basically, everything about it's great. Like, the animation's great. It was done traditionally and then transferred into the game. So, like, ink and pen on paper. And it was just really impressive. Well done with animation. It had refined gameplay for sure. Heavy-handed comedic themes. I mean, you can't forget the Earthworm Jim cows, especially in the second one. And just the villains and just the characters in this game. Like Princess What's-Her-Face, Professor Monkey for her head. Like, if I had a persona, it would probably be Earthworm Jim. Straight up. Like, not even kidding. Like, this is a good game.
Also underrated show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Didn't we already cover Super Castlevania 4? It's number 19 on the list, but I could have sworn it was already on
I
the
think-
list?
I think you asked me at the beginning about, like, my favorite.
Oh, yeah, because the
SNES
song
games,
came
and
up.
I said I think Super Castlevania 4 was my top SNES Castlevania game.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's still one of my favorite Castlevania games to this day. But, Soup, any comments before we move on?
Just that I simply agree. It's one of the better Castlevanias.
Are you
My
listening,
favorite on the
Konami?
SNES.
Are you listening? We need Castlevania back, you shits.
And no 3D shit. Come on, guys.
No,
Every 3D Castlevania that I've played has been shitty.
Shadows of shit, get that out of here. Give me the 2D Belmonts. Even the GBA games were good. Just
Oh my
fucking-
god. Yes. Oh, those GBA games. I'm putting that down on a list. Shit, I need to play. Number 20. Secret of Mana. Great. 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 Beautiful visuals, sophisticated player growth system, and the music. The music.
I don't know anything about this one. I haven't played it. I think they're
I'd
planning to
say-
remake it, aren't they?
Yes, they're remaking 2, which is awesome, because it's an excellent game. Definitely one of the secret gems on the SNES. You know, you get the more popular games everybody's heard of. You know, there were Mortal Kombat and Super Nintendos. This is like the secret sauce. Like, you don't really know it's there, but when you hit it, fuck, dude. So
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I can
That
agree.
prostate, she's gonna fucking come.
Yeah.
Alright. Number 21. The classic, the one, the Captain Falcon game, F-Zero.
That needs to be higher. Fuck that. 21 is unacceptable.
I love the F-Zero series. I love racing games in general, but they're just... Most of them nowadays are just really realistic and boring. Yo, give me some of that fast futuristic shit. Give me the ability to knock people out of the ring. Give me the ability that if I mess up a jump, I can fucking die. I love the adrenaline of fucking racing games. Oof.
Oh yeah.
Did you just make that?
Yeah.
No. Well, Soup's grounded officially, so fortunately, fortunately, he won't be speaking with us anymore. But we have Professor Bustinut taking his place with the exact same voice, so we're gonna
No.
we're gonna continue on, listening to the Mega Man X series music. It's pretty great. All right, number 22 is Kirby's Dream Land 3.
Not super. It's not Kirby's Superstar Adventure. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Kirby's Superstar Adventure.
Get the fuck out of here. What is this Kirby 3 shit? Give me my Superstar Adventure.
I don't think anything else has to be said. Multiplayer with the Superstar.
We're doing a podcast, Dig. We're talking about SNES games.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
This is Dig. Welcome to the podcast. Here on Twitch at Slate Streams, TV, Twitch.
Should I be here?
Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land 3 was not a bad game, but it's just dwarfed by Kirby's Superstar. If you haven't played Kirby's Superstar, it's probably the best Kirby game on SNES. Just, it has a lot of different games on it. It has the multiplayer, the mini games, all the different abilities, all the things you can do, the stories, the bosses, the music. I could just keep on going on and on about this shit.
Oh yeah, I played that.
Just Kirby 3 though, get the fuck out of here. It's time for you to leave. I packed you your things, Kirby 3. You need to leave. Your much better cousin, Superstar Saga, is here, and that's where they live now, is here. Not you. Leave. It's gone. See ya. Have a nice life.
Alright, so number 23. I only got good things to say about this one. It should not be 23. Earthworm Jim 2. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Why is there another sequel on it?
I'll be honest, never played it. Didn't even know there was a sequel, so I got nothing to say.
We're playing that sometime. It's not multiplayer, but we're gonna play that sometime. We're gonna figure out a way. But yeah, this is a great one because I had little mini games in between the levels that ranged from bouncing puppies off a giant marshmallow to fucking playing as a cave salamander named Blind Sally, if I remember correctly.
Good game. Yes.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a protagonist that's still an earthworm in a super suit. Groovy. Anyways, number 24.
Sequels out of here.
I don't know why the fuck this is at number 24. Yeah, I think there's an Earthworm Jim 3, and there's a 64 version, which is okay. I don't think there's anything after that.
The version was kind of
Yeah, I played through it just because I was a fan. It had a lot of like secrets and comedy, but it wasn't the same thing, you know. It was all right. I'd play it again. Number 24, the one, the only, Mother 2, Earthbound.
Fuck you.
Why
You
is
get
this
that, you
higher?
get that shit out of the 20s. You get the fuck out of here. All right. That cannot be at 24. I want to find whoever made this list, and I'm going to fist them. I'm going to shove both fists up their ass, and I'm going to rip them in half.
Well,
I'm going to make sure that they can't write again.
Apparently, this was just the staff 2011.
All right,
So-
staff. I know who you are now. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you. How
Right.
fucking dare you? Number one. You're gonna put fucking Super Mario RPG above this shit? Fuck you, huh? I hope spiders go up your butt when you're pooping and you have butt spiders. Fuck you. You hear me? I hate you.
Butt spiders?
Just calm down, dude. Calm down.
Anyways,
Look at Discord. You'll feel better.
Earthbound is a legendary RPG and probably one of the best ones out there ever. I mean, you have a character that's literally his default name is Pooh, so you can't go wrong with that. But
Fucking poo.
yeah, Pugga Games asks, did you ever play Tekken? Have I ever played Tekken? Yes, I have. Do I think it's good? I think it's alright. I'm more of a Street Fighter fan and Marvel vs. Capcom fan, but I enjoyed some Tekken. What about you guys?
I'm about the same. I like Tekken, but not as much as I enjoy a Street Fighter or a MVC.
Tekken, to me, is an anomaly in the fighting game community. like what Mortal Kombat is doing now, but Tekken's always done this, is provided a story. Since the first game, there's been a story. Up until now, 7, they continued with the same story. No reboots, no deviations, the same story. Mortal Kombat's guilty of the reboot card. You know,
All right.
Favorite series still, but they're guilty of it. Tekken has stuck by their story. And to me, that's what attracted me to like the arcade game. Like, I wanted to find out more about what happened, who this Heihachi is, why is he throwing this kid off the cliff.
I mean, if you think about it, I feel like Tekken's just a little bit more influential because I see more of Heihachi's signature moves in, like, let's just say Dark Souls 2, for instance. You could get them bone fists. You do Heihachi moves with those. I don't really know of any other game that has influenced anything like that where you see that. For me,
like I said, it's an anomaly. It's just crazy. It's its own thing. Like, really telling me, it's like, oh, like, what do I like more? Tekken or Mortal Kombat? It's like, they're each their own thing. Tekken has done something. They've stuck by their story. You know, there's characters from Tekken that you'll recognize everywhere. You know, that being like Heihachi,
the bear, the raptor, the woodbot.
You know.
All right.
Tekken just kind of spawned off of that virtual fighter stuff where, you know, you can play as a fucking dog. And now it's bear, but overall, Tekken's is its own thing. It's cool.
What the fuck happened to Virtua Fighter, by the way?
It became Tekken.
Oh,
Basically.
Really? Huh.
Got that Mega Man X3 intro playing right now. By the way, if you like what we're doing right now, please spread the love, spread the word. Slate Streams, the Ham Crew. We're trying our best to build ourselves back up. At least I am. Maury's doing great, getting follows left and right. I'm so proud. I am. I'm getting back to the game. I want to get up there again. I want to become a big old Twitch affiliate and all that good stuff. So, with all that being said and done, we got number 25. At the end of this list, we're going to go after a few more after this, just a few bonus ones, but number 25 is Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Now, this one is okay. It's a pretty bold move. It basically just fast-forwarded the action into the distant future and improvised not only the anesthetics, but the scope and the storyline, which is okay, I guess, but it still has that run and gun appeal of the original. But, yeah, there's been a lot of knockoffs, but I can agree that one's a better Contra, but I don't think it belongs in number 25. I think it belongs a little bit lower.
I liked it. I like a good Contra. I think it's okay where it is, honestly.
I wouldn't be sad if it was lower.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sad if it was lower, but I'm not disappointed at where it is.
All right, let's go with a few bonuses. I'm gonna look at a top 100 list because I'm browsing through it right now and it's pretty solid. But I'm gonna start at the very top. I saw Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Ooh, why don't we why don't we start from the top and have everybody do a top 10 of their personal favorite?
A top 10 just right off the bat?
Yeah, why not?
How about... Yeah, okay. We'll do, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do... How about just one of our favorite games that we enjoyed? Let's just look up and just look at the list and be like, oh, I remember that game, and then just talk about it, and then we'll take turns, so...
I already have one.
Alright, you want to go first?
I don't know. William was going on about what
It's
we
like
should
your
do.
own personal favorite, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got a personal favorite, just go for it.
SNES.
Yes, SNES. We have to stick to SNES, please.
My favorite PS1 game was
No, shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut
Whoa!
Whoa! Wow!
You're You're not dropping a meme once or twice in here. You're doing something wrong. All right. So guess what number 1 is on this list? Legend of Zelda's Link to the Past. All this shit that we've seen already.
No.
Strong game.
No, but no,
It's a good game, not a top 5 for me.
Alright, here's one that I could talk about. Super Punch-Out! It's number 17 on this list. I think this is a great game. This was really fun. Even if you've never played Punch-Out before, if you've never played Punch-Out before, I would probably directly send you to the SNES version, just because of how well it's made.
Respectable.
Yeah, it's simple. Simple to play, but it's hard to master. So if you're brand new, and even if you're not that... It's good for all ranges of skill too. If you suck at video games, it's good. If you're a master at video games, it's good. It's really great. Good arrangement of characters, and music's kind of repetitive, so it's not that great. But it's good because you kind of, at the end of the game, you can sort of get a bio of everyone, and it's pretty alright.
Shoot. Stop.
I can't help
Stop. Soup. Stop. It's time to stop.
Oh my god, Discord shenanigans. Oh,
when you do this to me.
I'm gonna continue since you guys are talking about dirty things. Ooh, let's talk about the Lost Vikings.
Okay. This is a subject that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh, is it? And why is that?
So it's like, I used to spend a lot of time with my aunt when I was a kid, just because like my parents were doing whatever the fuck they were doing, and she had like an old ass computer that, you know, back in the day when you fucking loaded a game, you had to go from a fucking boot menu and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Run Windows.exe.
She got her secretary to do this for me, and I played the shit out of Lost Vikings on PC. Like, and when I found out it was on Super Nintendo, forget about it. Instant buy. I was like, holy shit, I gotta buy it. And it was just something that me and my aunt could relate on. She played it with me. We solved the puzzles together. Fucking awesome. Just unforgettable experience.
Thank you, Soup. I need that.
That was pretty good. I like that.
That was very heartwarming. I love that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Even with the port on the Super Nintendo, it was still a solid game. Genesis doesn't matter. Team 17, these are the same guys that brought you the Worms series. Worms Armageddon being my personal favorite Worms. But Lost Vikings, great game if you haven't played it. Some people say it starts out slow, but stick with it. It's a good game. You'll enjoy it. Oh, here's another one. This is another game series that I personally enjoy. Is Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Yes. Very good.
Haven't played that one.
Very good.
First time I played this was the N64 version, and it's kind of near and dear to my heart just because it was so difficult. I don't know what it was, but I just enjoyed it, and it was very intriguing. Had RPG elements. It was good for the N64. Played it for the Super Nintendo when I was older, and it wasn't too bad. Heavy Japanese elements that, it isn't really my thing, but I got into it. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, like, it was very well animated. Like, the sprites were nice, colorful, little Tanuki, super cute. Like, as an early game that I played on the system, I loved it. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Stunning.
Great artwork, great music. I don't remember about the story, but I think it was pretty decent. You guys ever play SimCity for the SNES?
Yes.
How do you like it?
I just remember plaguing my city after building for 10 minutes with natural disasters and be like, yay, done, and turning off my SNES.
I can agree with that. As a kid, it was very difficult for me to understand what's going on, so I just loaded up a preloaded city and get the disasters going and have the guy freak out about Bowser and whatnot. What? What are you freaking out about? It's SimCity.
Why? Oh, I'm deleting that. Oh.
Oh, what? That's Squid?
No. Sazz posted Sam and Max porn.
Oh. Squib's pretty cute. And you're not gonna delete that? That last one? Okay, anyways, back on topic. We're live.
Because that dude's dick looks funny.
Guys, we're live. We can't talk about dicks like that.
Dicks.
That's it. You're fired. Here's some paycheck.
Better be 69.
Ooh, moving on. Ooh, a classic NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo.
Sports game board.
A black kid challenged me when I was in school, and I beat him once with the white dude, and he's like, yo, what the fuck? And then he punched me.
Damn,
I
your
never
video
played
games
it
involve a
again.
lot of punching, don't they?
I did not like school.
Oh. I feel ya. Well, I play the shit out of NBA Jam, so sometimes when I do something really well in a game, you hear me say boom shakalaka, and that's directly associated with this game. There's even, I remember there's a dude in the background while you're playing on the camera's panned on the court. You'll see the announcers in the back talking to their mic. There's one dude who looked exactly like, we'll call him Joe. And, yeah, fun fact, he actually, tried to stab my dad, and my dad's like, nope, and stabbed him instead, so.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I know, right? Let's see, what else we got? Kirby's Dream Course. I never played this as a kid, but I played it recently. Is
I
good.
love it. I gotta say, all those early Kirby games just
I completely agree. And if you guys are interested in watching that, I still have it on my channel, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And I'm going to drop a link on YouTube because it was good. I loved it.
It's just another one of those games that's near and dear to my heart. Played it all the time with my older brother. Kicked my ass on it all the time. If I kicked his ass, he'd try to smother me with a pillow. 10 out of 10 childhood memories.
Yo, when's our dual LP of Kirby's Dream Course, William? Soup.
Whatever you want, baby.
Yeah, this Mega Man X3 music is great. Anyways,
Hey,
it's
you're
a
great.
great game. Oh, so are you. Apparently another one on this list is Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen, which I've never heard of before.
I heard it was okay. I haven't heard much, but I heard it was okay. I've never played it.
Apparently it has a tarot card mechanic that could change the course of the game, which sounds interesting. I might just play it for that. I'm gonna start a list right now of games I need to play. What was that other one that I need to play? Do you remember?
No.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back in the stream and watch it, so there we go. I started my list. Okay, let's see. Breath of Fire. Never played it. I heard it was pretty good, though.
Speaking of
Oh boy.
one. Breath of Fire 1. It's like something that you have to get used to. Different type of RPG. Wasn't off the same beaten path as like your Final Fantasies and everything. Main thing that I wanted to bring up on it is this, because it segues into the other question we were talking about. A game that wasn't on the list that you'd say is one of your personal favorites. And 2, if you liked 1, you liked 2. That's all there is to it. It's an RPG about fucking drag. How cool is that? You turn into one.
Wait.
Fuck.
I'm feeling... I'm putting the pieces together. Illuminati. It's like that picture of the lady with the math Is this how you got into Legend of Dragoon?
It's how I got into Dragoons in general.
Hmm.
Just because like I love dragon-based games, and the thing, Breath of Fire was one of those game titles that fell to that tragic trial where they made like several games and then suddenly they made a bombshell and then ended the franchise. Sad story. Like, one, took a little bit of getting used to. Awesome. Two, if you liked one, you liked two. Three, introduced new mechanics, flawless gameplay, cool characters, awesome music, everything I wanted out of the game out of that age. Four, holy shit, my pants are drenched in cum. So good. So good. So beautifully animated. The sprites were like, and like the game was just fabulous.
Just a reminder,
And
this is a
then-
mature stream.
They came out with, I think, Breath of Fire 5 Dragon Quest. It's like they took a poo-poo and made it into a game.
So
It was
somebody
terrible.
was giving you the good dick, and then they turned around and shit on your chest.
yes.
That's my finisher.
Such
They-
passion.
They took the beautiful sprites that they had, replaced them with chibi 3D models, went with shitty childlike storyline. Like, you always have that childish feeling when you start out a new game and the characters kind of innocent. It's like showing their childhood or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, but the cool thing about Breath of Fire was back in the day, it really showed like a darker aspect there. Like, you'd have your innocent childhood, but then it would show them characters in the future. They're a lot darker, they're mature, shit's happened, they've endured life. 5 destroyed that. That's my rant on it. Other Breath of Fire games, good. If you can emulate any of the Breath of Fire games, mainly 3 and 4, do it. Fucking fantastic RPGs. Those stories don't really relate to each other, so you can play them whatever order you want.
That was a lot of passion from you, Soup. I already,
Yeah.
so even before you began that, I already had it down on my my list. Just because dragons, animal-human hybrids, 16-bit RPGs, you can't go wrong with that. All right, number 44 on this list, but we're fuck numbers. Demon's Crest. Do you guys ever play that one?
Nope.
I didn't, but I played it when I was a little bit older. It's not too bad. I got about halfway through it and I stopped, but that's about it. I like the protagonist. It's pretty nice to play an RPG where there's an anti-hero. I got a slight fan base for anti-heroes.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool that the character made cameos in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
absolutely, absolutely. I used to main Firebrand too. He's slippery.
It's definitely one of those games that you got to tell people about in order for them to play.
Yeah,
like-
it's true.
Like, I only heard of it because my cousin was like, "Oh, you like Super Ghouls and Ghosts? You should try Demon's Crest, man." And I did. Didn't regret it. Good game.
All right, next one on the list. This is a game that I haven't heard of in a while, but I absolutely love the series. Harvest Moon.
Oh my god.
I think for SNES, I'm a soft no. My Harvest Moons, I liked the GameCube ones.
Mm-hmm.
For SNES, soft no for me.
I'm the opposite. Only because I think the SNES Harvest Moon is where I spent most of my Harvest Moon experience. I played the other ones, like for Game Boy, GameCube, etc. but like none of them really held light to my first Harvest Moon experience on SNES. You know, like I thought it was stupid at first. You know, it's like people discovering Stardew Valley right now. They're like, oh, this is dumb. They're just fucking on a farm, blah blah blah. Like, no, you keep playing it. It's like, dude, I fucking milked the cow and I have chickens now. This is kind of badass.
Yeah.
It's just one of those games that you just like. I was still overseas when I played this a lot, and you know, I'd go to school or I'd go to my secondary school because there was 2 schools you basically had to attend every day over there. Then I'd just come home, and after I could get on a computer somewhere or on my TV, I'd just play Harvest Moon just as an idle type thing. Good memories. Not necessarily the best game, but really it's a nice game to just zone out to.
Yeah, I can agree. I love the Harvest Moon series. You would never imagine that trying to describe this game to someone and be like, oh yeah, you wake up early and you go out to the fields and you work throughout the day and maybe you'll meet a wife and you'll hitch down. You're basically a farmer. You didn't think that's too attractive, but you sit down and actually play it. It's good. My favorite one's the N64 version, but they're all more or less the same with different features and the same story but kind of different. You just gotta play it and experience it. That's the only way I can really describe it to people. But yeah, Bomberman 2, Super Bomberman was good. I like almost all the Bombermans. You can't go wrong with it, and especially when you had 4 people coming over to play Bomberman, and you all know all the tips and tricks, like when you had the glove or the ability to kick or things like that. When everyone knew what was going on, it got competitive real fast, and oh man, it's a good game. It's a good game. This was actually one of them, I believe, that had a 4-way controller. When I did 4-ways, I did it on the N64 and GameCube, but you could also do it for the SNES, which I never got to experience, unfortunately. But I remember seeing it in Blockbuster and being like, oh wow, I wish I had 4 friends that would play Bomberman with me at the time. But yeah,
I'm still fucking like that. I need a crew of bomber people because holy shit, I love Bomberman. The fucking, I gotta say, Konami's a big fuck up lately, but on the Switch, I don't know what they did. They brought it back.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm gonna put that down on a list of games I need to play in the future.
Bomberman is, I don't know, it's fun, of course, as a party game. I just had a weird attachment to it when I was a child. It's just, I thought the characters were so cool, it inspired me to start drawing. So, I don't know. It's weird, but hey, yeah.
So,
What if?
I'm about finished. I'm just cruising through, but I know that when I was a child, I played the ever-living shit out of Aladdin for the SNES, and it's one of my favorite Aladdin games.
Oh, that's the good content.
I know, it's
That's
so
such a-
good.
Oh yeah, I played that.
As a platformer, crisp, clean, beautiful,
Oh,
I could
yeah.
speedrun that thing.
good sprites, fun gameplay.
Everything
Very
was
good.
perfect.
And-
Capcom did a great job with it, and you can hear it in their music. It's Capcom. Oh, yeah. And the graphics, everything about it was great. Even the cutscenes were great. Ooh. Okay, here's another one of my personal favorites that I totally forgot about until now. Joe and Mac 2 Lost in the Tropics. It was developed by Data East, which isn't that great of a company. It was kind of one of the side companies. I didn't see a lot of, yeah, they didn't really see a lot of action. But man, whether you're playing with yourself or co-op, this was a good game. A really good game. I think this is where my Monster Hunter fascination came from, is the deep roots of this, because it is kind of like Monster Hunter. You're a caveman going around killing dinosaurs and other cavemen. Story's dumb. Your tribe leader got his crown stolen and you have to go and get it back, but other than that, I think that was a story. Either that or there was some stones involved and a sorcerer, but I don't really remember. It's still a good game. Play it. Alright, now we're getting to... Wow. How is Mega Man X3 rated lower than The Lion King? I didn't really like The Lion King. It was like a platformer that had kind of shitty controls.
Yeah, it was too loosey-goosey for me.
Here's
Yeah.
one for you. Home Improvement, the platformer.
Oh my goodness, what a... It was a silly game, but it was actually kind of fun. I would recommend it, not for serious play, but just to give it a try. It's a haha, and if you're a casual gamer that likes platformers, I would play it. I mean, if you're a huge fan, yeah, I would play it. I wouldn't say give it a miss, but if I would set it at the bottom of your Let's Play list. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that one. It's not horrible. For show adaptation, it's not horrible. It kind of hurts to say.
Faint praise.
We got Pocky and Rocky 2, which it's kind of a run and gun shooter, and I actually really like it.
So,
Oh my god.
okay, here's my question. Right? Where the fuck is Wild Guns?
Oh my sweet lord, you are right.
Where the fuck is Wild Guns?
Now I'm gonna wrap up Pocky and Rocky real quick to talk about Wild Guns, because I still play that game to this day. The arcade version's great.
Remaster?
The what?
Have you tried the remaster on PS4?
Nope, I don't own a PS4, unfortunately. I would love one. But the one that I had, I sold for money about 2 years ago. Because I decided I needed to fix up my car. Anyways, Pocky and Rocky is a great run and gun. Fantastic. But unfortunately, I think I've seen more porn of this game than I have actual gameplay, so...
What? Really? What?
Yeah, I have.
Rocky?
Yeah, I know. I feel like I just shattered your childhood.
Sick.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like I'm looking it up. It just popped up, like, constantly. I don't know. Yeah, but it was soft style and hardcore action. That was still really good, but... You know that Wild Guns by Capcom. Another port to the SNES. So good.
So
It was-
good.
It was kind of like, it was a run and gun too, but it was a side scroller. It was difficult, man, but it was good. It was worth it. Everything was good too. I think most games by Capcom just have amazing music too, but that game had great music, and since I'm from Arizona, I have a soft spot for cowboy games, Western games, so. Yeehaw.
Okay, Super Battletoads.
Actually wasn't too bad. I mostly played the double up one though. What was it called? Double Dragon and Battletoads. They had a crossover game, and it actually wasn't too horrible.
Okay.
A lot better than the NES version.
Hey.
Just saying. Apparently, Shadowrun was ported to the SNES? What?
Was it?
No way. No way. Hold on, I gotta see screenshots of this shit.
I feel like you're pulling my leg here, William.
No, I'm completely serious. There is... Oh my god, they ported Shadowrun to the SNES. Holy shit. I had no idea. Oh man, Shadowrun is great. I had it on my... They ported it to the tablet. Or Android. I actually picked that up before my first deployment. And... yeah, it was pretty good. It was a shit port, but the game was still good. I was always a jacker. Ah, I get it, jacker. Ah,
Me too.
me too. Ah, that's a game that I've been looking for a while. This is a game that, I've been actually looking for like years, but it just popped up right in front of me. Flashback: The Quest for Identity. I don't know anything about it. I just remember bits and pieces from my childhood and trying to put those pieces together. I'm playing that tomorrow. I'm legit playing that tomorrow because I don't remember like anything. I don't think you guys have played it either. Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings.
Oh, Pilot Wings.
Pilot Wings is alright.
I love the one for the N64. I probably like re-rented it like 3 times, and the SNES version was actually really, really good.
A thing I used to do with my cousin was play it with him, and right when I was about to pass the mission, I purposely crashed just to piss him off.
I feel you there. I feel you. Oh, we got the Super Star Wars series. That's a personal one for me. Nostalgic. It's pretty good.
Really hard.
Oh, it was really hard. I don't know what it was. Even in my childhood, I just had a fascination for hard games. Like Ghouls and Ghosts too.
That's a good speed game.
Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts is pretty tricky, but there's not a lot of RNG elements, so. Oh my! Wow, this is another game I've been looking for. Is that seriously it? Speed Race FX? Holy shit, I think it is. It is. Oh, I've been looking for this game for years too. I remember that there's a Toys R Us. And literally, this game, I could not find it anywhere. But I just went to Toys R Us just for the explicit purpose of playing this game. Yep, this is it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm kind of being nostalgic. Also, thank you for the image soup. I'm gonna save it forever.
That should just be what you put as this podcast thumbnail.
I should. I'm just streaming to Twitch, but I'll probably translate it into audio too. Never played Sparkster, but heard it was pretty good. This is one of those games I've seen a lot more pornography of than I have the actual gameplay.
What?
Oh, there's Sunset Riders at 88? Let's see. Star Wars, Super Double Dragon, Super Turrican, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Feel free to stop me. Top Gear 2, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Mortal Kombat, wow. Uniracers? Apparently, Nintendo got sued by Pixar over Uniracers?
Yeah, because it looked like their that little bit they do at the beginning when they show their Pixar logo with the unicycle.
Oh, I can see it. Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Busts Loose. I had this one as a kid. It was actually really good, but really difficult. And then number 100 is Final Fight.
Yo, Final Fight, yeah.
Alright. We'll look through one more list to see if anything pops out, but... is there any games that you guys would like to bring up? Any honorable mentions in the SNES genre?
Breath of Fire 2.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
This
boy,
game.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, boy, yes. Why you no listen? Open up ear hole and listen is yes.
Oh my. Another one that I'd like to mention is ActRaiser. The music's great, the gameplay's great. It's a side scroller, but you sort of literally, your role is a god and you basically just save people and people will give you sacrifices and it's pretty cool.
What the fuck was Altered Beast on? Is that Genesis?
Genesis.
Hmm.
You furry.
Hey.
I love that low giggle you guys did. Super Mario All-Stars, that's a good one. Can't go wrong with that. Nope, nope, nope.
That's just a big collection of all the Mario games, though. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't count. I wouldn't put that
The
on a
only
list.
thing it had in there was Lost Levels, and those aren't even that hard.
But dude, they were lost. But now they're found.
So is your nipple. It's lost to the space-time continuum.
Yeah,
alright?
but where is it? Have we found it yet? Have we?
No.
I don't think we
found
have.
the Lost Levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they're in the game, Maury.
Wouldn't they be found levels then, and not lost levels?
They were the lost level, but now they're found. No one's gonna want to
called
play the
lost
found levels. That sounds like, oh, I found these fucking levels on the ground. No, they want to play the lost levels because it sounds like it's down in a dungeon
But how
somewhere
are
in
you
the
gonna play them
Aztec.
if they're still lost?
They're not lost. They're just called the lost
Then
levels.
They beat the found.
They're
They
technical-
can't be called the lost levels if
They're
you
not
found
gonna
them.
call it the found levels because that sounds dumb. Lost levels
Well,
sounds more
then why not
appealing, more
call them-
attractive.
Why not call them the hard levels then?
Yeah, you got a good point there. We can call them the hard levels because they're hard.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not. But
Well, apparently they're hard to you. Mmm. Mmm.
it's stuck in the drawer.
Yeah, so they're the lost levels.
No, they're the found levels. They're the hard levels.
Apparently they're fucking found now, but they're technically called the lost levels.
You're a lost level.
I'm going to stick my thumb in your nose, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm gonna be like, "Deal with it."
Man, you guys had a lot of games. I didn't have many games.
No, I probably had a collection of like 30, and then rented all the rest, or I just traded with friends.
Nintendo.
Well, at the same time, when I was living in Yuma too, I had an aunt that worked in like a sub video store, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, this game apparently doesn't work, but someone fixed it up, so I'm done playing it. Here you go." I remember Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was one of them, and it was the first one I played, and I really enjoyed it, even though I know certain people in this chat room don't like Mystic Quest. There's better Final Fantasies, but I still like it.
I don't have any obscure games I ever played.
I'll just. Whew. Hurt me.
How about Krusty's Funhouse?
Oh my god.
That
What?
I've played it.
Oh my
They had like
God.
3 or 4 Simpsons games on the Super Nintendo.
I
Like,
had Krusty's Funhouse.
yeah, that one wasn't that great because you just ran around as
Yeah.
Krusty the Crown.
I
It
like
wasn't that great.
Dennis the Menace
It was a
platformer.
puzzle game.
Never played it, actually.
Really?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of weird. It's like at the start you couldn't really kill anything because you just have a squirt gun. But you get like a slingshot and shit like that. It's pretty
Mm. Yeah, I know that like Virtual Bart was a pretty good one. It's just it was hard because they threw you inside of like a mini game without any warning or anything, and there's no explanation. And you could be like this giant monster, you could be like this baby, literally a fucking baby, a pig, or anything like that, or even like Godzilla, and you just had to figure out what happened, and you failed. But the best level was the water slide level. Did I ever tell you that I got stuck in one of those like water slides for like 10 minutes?
Was it one of the ones with the raft?
Yeah, with like a little inflatable raft. Mine was overinflated and I got stuck. Basically,
Now those are dangerous.
Yep, so basically I was just sort of shouting. I was like, "Hey dude, I'm stuck. I'm stuck." And then like after a minute I was like, "Okay, now I'm starting to freak out a little bit." And they're like, "Don't worry, we're gonna send someone down." And then just this fat dude just fucking rammed into me from behind. They got me unstuck, so I couldn't complain, but man, I did not come out on top of my tube.
Those are just dangerous because you're gonna fly out of them probably.
Oh yeah, I flew pretty far, and I was pretty light and skinny back then too, so...
You still are, you fuck.
Mostly. I put on a
But
little
the
bit of
raft ones
muscle.
are more fun anyway.
I'm getting a little muffin top going on, ladies.
You're
I'm
Working
gonna
on
jiggle
your
your love handles.
Oh man. Gonna have to turn off this stream, go after dark.
I love handles.
By the way, quick shout out to everyone that's watching this right now live. We got
Hello.
Hey,
got Sazz, we got Slate Streams, we got Balstard, we got Poopa Games, Puga Games 04.
They call him Poopy.
We got Balestard. Alright, I think I said that twice, but yeah, thanks for watching this live. We're gonna keep on going just for a little bit longer, but we're gonna start wrapping it up. I'm gonna do my. This is a part of the show where I would actually do my real Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat. You can type ! commands to do some commands. But if you want to hit me up at any point when I'm offline, you can always talk to me either on Twitter, which is below, or use the command, and also Discord. So they're both the fastest way to get to me. I don't really care because sometimes I won't be streaming and people just hit me up with stuff, so feel free. This is also a good time for suggestions. Something feels fucky or something sounds dumb, like, hey, stop doing this. Just do
Did you
it.
fix your Nightbot?
Yes, I did. Now there's no spam protection, but I don't have a lot of people coming in right now, so I'm good. I'm gonna keep it that way. But yeah, this is the Handpal streaming crew, the people I'm talking to right now. I'm Slade from Slade Streams, obviously. We also got Dag, who's in the background. We got the Sazz right here as
Yo.
well. We got the Mori, aka Medicinal Dog. We got Soup.
Hello.
There you go. We got Soup, who is shoot, what is your name that you like to go by? Your tag.
Your voice.
Yo boy Soup. Alright, perfect. That's what I thought. Fantastic. So we got the ham crew up here, and we got some other members from the ham crew who aren't here with us right now, such as Sono, Chambi, Hyena, everything like that. So if there's anyone I missed, feel free to call them out, guys. But yeah, with the ham crew, we play video games. My name is Slade. I like to play video games. I'm mostly an FPS buff. I used to play them competitively during the service and play in tournaments and shit. So now I just play a lot of Black Squad, TF2, and I'm gonna start branching out into other games, especially in the SNES area. Yeah, but I also have a Steam profile, and that has basically the entirety of my video game resume. So you can always dig that out from the Steam group if you really want. But yeah, if you see, someone asked about my profile pic, the snake. Honestly, I could not track down who made that icon, so I just sort of took it for myself. And I figure if someone pops up and is just like, hey, this is mine, and they can prove it, then I'll totally go to something else. But it's sort of a placeholder. But I have a fascination with snakes. I like ball pythons. I used to have a few. And I play with them and let them hang out, and they're just adorable, in my opinion. So, little nope ropes, danger noodles. So, it's also interesting because there's not a lot of snakes out and about, from what I see. But yeah, we got 582 followers out of 600. We're 97% way there. So if you can, just share the love. Like, go ahead and just send some videos, send people my Twitch, be like, hey, this guy's pretty cool, so is his friends. So more love the better, and all the information should be at the bottom. But yeah, I think we're about to wrap this up since we don't have any more questions or answers. But this is your last chance. But any last words from everyone here in Discord?
Yes, hello. I have question.
All right, what's your question, soldier?
Yes, hello. I hear that you like bat. Is this true? You like bat?
can I have a cracker?
Yes, I do like butt, and you'd like one cracker?
A single cracker.
A single cracker. I think I have some lying around, so
Nice.
I think I have some of those like buttery rich Ritz crackers somewhere too. You could just eat
Yo,
plain.
Are you handing out crackers? Pass that shit over, man. I want some.
Oh, I gotta share with the rest of the class, huh? Alright, you can have one too. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
don't...
do you resonate with that image?
I'm sorry?
Do you resonate with that image?
Resonate with that image. The one that you posted in Discord?
Yes.
Can't post that on stream. That's dirty. That's dirty.
It says masturbate. Come on.
Alright, do you guys really wanna... Do you guys wanna see this? Come on,
It's
I
good.
need one person in chat to just be like, hey, I wanna see it, and then I'll post it, and then you guys can be like, oh, okay, that's a cool image. Great. Haha. Haha. Yeah, just one person, so... We'll stick around for like 5 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up, but... As soon as I see that person be like, hey, I wanna see that image, then we're good. So just get on Twitch and just log into that chat real quick. Sazz, you don't count. You do not count.
Why?
You don't count. Because you're here with me. It's gotta be someone anonymous, someone new. I can't. Why? You type Y. You're a moderator. Your friend Medicinal Dog just started watching.
Hello.
Come on. Come on. Okay, fine. We have 2 people who want to see this image. Let's go. Alright, it's coming. You guys ready? Unknown.png. Wow.
It's because I didn't name it.
Why do you not... Whatever. This is gonna be the naughty image. Naughty image of the day. I hope that stayed to my desktop because I don't want to go hunting for it. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. I'm even gonna enlarge it for you. Soup made this. This is the image. If you don't understand, neither do I. Just roll with it. That is the, that's the image. Hello, image?
Hello, yes?
Alright, we're just gonna
Peace.
reset the transformation and we're actually just gonna keep it right there for now. These are bad. No, this is bad. You're just trying to listen to my Mega Man X3 music and you want me to post dirty pictures on Twitch.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this is, that's it. Mods.
What?
Mods.
I am a mod.
People are being naughty in chat.
Why am
Okay,
I not
I'll be-
mods?
I'll be sure to ban more.
You
hold
are a
on.
mod.
No, I'm not. Do you not see my little sword?
Oh. Oh shit.
The fuck are you listening to, Soup?
I don't know.
There, you're a mod. Have fun. Yay, mod. See, here's the interesting question. Here's the question of the day during this Slate Stream's Q&A time. Where the fuck are you guys when I'm streaming?
What?
Why are you watching my stream when I stream?
I host you, you fuck. They have jobs.
Oh, well,
I don't have an account.
These are...
It could have been my 100th follow, but he dropped the ball.
Oh,
What?
no. Oh, hello. Well, if you guys ever start streaming, just hit me up and I'll be sure to watch it. Or at least lurk in it. And, if you guys could do the same, that would be fantastic. I'll tickle your pickle for a nickel. Tickle your pickle for a nickel.
Yeah, tickle my pickle, you slut.
For a nickel. Actually, since this has a white background, let's tinker with this a little bit. Alright, so we have filters. We have where is it? Image mask or blend. No, that's not it. There should be one that allows a chroma key, but I guess it doesn't have... Oh, there we go. Chroma key. Perfect. Alright, we want to set that to white. There it is. Kind of. Oh my goodness. It's so bad. Why you...
What do you mean?
Why you pooting on me?
What do you mean?
Why are you pooting on me? Wow,
like
this
that?
chroma key is horrible.
Or do you mean like...
Yeah.
Or... How about... There's always...
You know what?
Huh?
You know what?
What?
Your butt.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's as close as we're gonna get to chroma key, even though it looks like poopy.
Oh no.
What? Oh.
Oh.
Why?
Anyways, we're gonna put that away for now. Alrighty then. So I think that's about it from Slade Streams. Unfortunately, we do have to come to a close because I'm sleepy. Everyone else should be sleepy, so thanks again. If you missed any part of this, I do stream to both Twitch, YouTube, and Smashbox, I believe that's the name of it.
I want commies.
Used to be Hitbox. So,
Commies.
damn it. This has been another Quality Slade stream. I am your host, Slade.
Commies.
This is the Ham Crew. We just got done with our SNES talk. It's been pretty fun. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you need any more you need to get out of your system? Alright, I'll wait. Special shout out to DBBoss25, Troll Logics, and Pugga Games 04 for the follows. Anytime you follow, it does show up on screen. This is fantastic. Current viewers right now, we got Sazz Nightbots, myself, Medicinal Dog, Pug Games 04, and Sunday 205. What the hell I was eating, says Pugga Games. I am so sorry. Unfortunately, you came back at possibly the best or worst time, depending on your mindset. But,
For what?
we are about finished with the SNES General. Unfortunately, it does have to come to a close, because it's very late.
The first ever episode of the Hamcast. See us next week where we talk about.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about something silly, like the state of TF2, or what's going on with the internet. That's not too bad. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. I'm just giving out some shoutouts real quick. Again, please share the love, because I might have a lot of followers and a lot of viewers, but I haven't been streaming for a while, so if you want to see this or any more, just feel free to go to YouTube, !YouTube in the chats, or anywhere else. Go ahead.
Huh?
Did you want to do a talk?
No, you're good. Go.
Okay, we're gonna actually wrap this up. So again, my name is Slade from Slade Streams. This has been the Hand Crew talking about the SNES General and other video discussions. So again, thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Gummies,
And remember-
gummies.
Penis.
And remember... And remember to join the
Gummies.
I'm going to kill you with my bare
If she wants
hands.
that prostate,
No,
you're gonna
s-
fucking come.
We're good. You hear his maniacal laughter in the background?
Gummies.
Okay. Thank you for watching the official Slade streams. My name is Slade.
Gummies.
And this has been Slade Streams. Thanks again for watching. You guys have been fantastic. We're going to be doing this tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. Listen up for Twitch and Discord for any updates. We'll let you know what happens. IRL's coming up soon. Facecam's coming up soon. This is going to be a good show. You guys have a good night.
Gummies.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching.
Gummies.
You guys have been absolutely fantastic.
Gummies.
This is never going to end, is it?
No, not till you press off.
Yeah,
Just turn it off. Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks again for watching.
Gummies.
Yeah, we'll end it there. Professional as fuck. I'm proud of you guys.
Show the group what you made, Soup.
Oh, no.